When we think of industrial disasters, we imagine fire, smoke, or explosions. But some of history's strangest, most chaotic, and stickiest catastrophes came from a much sweeter source. Get ready, as we dive into the messiest moments in history, where factories unleashed rivers of syrup, beer, and chocolate onto an unsuspecting world. 1. The Great London Beer Flood 1814. Our story begins in 1814, London. In the heart of the city, a brewery held a colossal wooden vat, over 22 feet tall, filled with more than 1 million liters of beer. On October 17, the iron rings holding the vat together snapped. It wasn't a leak, it was an explosion of biblical proportions. 2. The Boston Molasses Flood 1919, but beer was just the beginning. In Boston, 1919, a massive steel tank holding over 2 million gallons of molasses stood in the city's north end. On a surprisingly warm January day, witnesses heard a deep rumble and the sound of rivets popping like machine guns. The tank failed, unleashing a sticky tsunami, 25 feet high, moving at 35 miles per hour. 3. The Honolulu Molasses Spill 2013. History repeats itself, even the sticky parts. In 2013, in Honolulu Harbor, a faulty pipe leaked nearly 250,000 gallons of molasses directly into the water. Unlike oil, the dense molasses sank to the bottom, suffocating the coral reef and causing a massive ecological disaster, proving that even sweet things can have a dark side. 4. The World Chocolate Road 2018. Let's lighten the mood. In Wörl, Germany, a small factory had a minor storage tank leak. But when that leak is 1 ton of liquid milk chocolate, and it meets the freezing cold of a December night, you get this: a real-life chocolate road. Firefighters had to use shovels to break apart the sweet, frozen street. 5. The Polish Chocolate Highway 2018. And just a few months earlier, Poland took the chocolate spill to a whole new level. A tanker truck overturned on a major highway, covering all 6 lanes in 12 tons of liquid chocolate. The result was a sticky, delicious traffic jam of epic proportions. Number 6 takes us to Dublin, Ireland, in 1875, for a disaster of a different kind. A fire broke out in a whiskey warehouse, causing 5,000 barrels to burst. But it wasn't the fire that caused the chaos. It was the river of burning whiskey that flowed through the streets. A literal river of fire, turning liquid gold into a flowing inferno. At number 7 is a cheesy catastrophe. In 2017, a fire at a cheese storage facility in Wisconsin had a bizarre side effect. Tons and tons of cheese melted, creating a slow-moving, orange lava of processed cheese that oozed out of the building and into a nearby canal. It was a spill so strange, you could almost smell it through the screen. Number 8 is a winemaker's worst nightmare and a wine lover's impossible dream. In Sète, France, 5 giant vats at a winery were emptied, either by malfunction or sabotage. Over 50,000 liters of red wine poured out, flooding the nearby streets. For one day, the streets of Sète literally ran red with a river of wine. Not all factory mistakes are spilled. Sometimes, they're a simple cleaning error with catastrophic results. In 1992, Pepsi launched a promotion in the Philippines where a winning number was printed under bottle caps. But a machine error printed the grand prize number, 349, on over 800,000 caps. When Pepsi couldn't pay, the country erupted in riots and chaos, all because of one tiny machine mistake. And finally, at number 10, a spill that isn't liquid, but is definitely one of the stickiest situations. In North Carolina, a truck overturned, spilling 18 tons, that's 36,000 pounds, of sliced deli ham all over the highway. The cleanup was a slippery, bizarre mess, proving that when it comes to factory-related disasters, reality is often stranger than fiction. From beer tsunamis to chocolate-paved roads, these mega spills remind us that even the sweetest industries can create the biggest messes. Which of these sticky disasters shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And for more incredible stories from the world of machines, don't forget to subscribe.